Hi everyone, it is me, Artemis here, and today I'm going to talk about, Sailor Moon being on Cartoon Network again, our drawing show Folkwork again, adult swim, grown-up swim, whatever you want to say, and about, there were some things that some folks watching the end, thanks to the show, which was not on the disc freeing of it, but it was on it was on drawing show Folkworks, and thanks of it. Well, first, having Serena's mother and father both listed, even though her mother is the only one that shows up on the first following. Luna getting a kin name, which really just means Luna the Black Cat. Other things like, Sailor V showing up early on, or at least the film game of her. Lita being on there, but she doesn't show up at all yet. And Amy and Ray show up in the opening. Now, there were other things that folks said that they saw too. They also said that they also saw, Terry Hanks, I guess, and Tracy Moore's name being listed, even though Tracy Moore and Terry Hanks were from the settled land when they did the Deke one, and they didn't really have anything to do with the Viz one at all. Now, there may have been some other things that some folks out there may have seen that other folks who had the disc didn't see, or those who may have watched it on, Hulu, whatever, might not see. I guess you'll call them what some folks like to call them, Easter eggs, is what some folks like to call them. I don't know, little things that you may not seen before, or you may not seen. And if anyone caught any of the things, great for you. Now, other folks out there, now a lot of folks out there are going to say, well, we're making another film about this again, aren't we? Yes, we are. So, next Friday is the next following. The following of the show that, keep in mind, there were some followings of the show, some sagas of the show, which Deke never did anything with. Under the grounds that there were some things that they just thought, that they couldn't shift, or some things they thought just would not fit in their telling of Sailor Moon. So this Friday coming up, we get what's known as the Fiend House one. The one where Serena goes to get her, her upcoming, her soon-to-be read by a palm reader. But then a bigger house comes along, another business comes along, and everybody goes there, not knowing it's a stunt set up by the Dark Kingdom to get more folks' might. And this is the one where, Malvin is under a spell, so he misbehaves and says and does a lot of things that, later on, you don't see him do anymore. Like tripping, Patricia Haruna when she's in class, not wearing the same clothing that the other folks the other learners are wearing. Throwing stones at the teacher's house of the school, of the learn. And at one time, pulls up Patricia Haruna's skirt to show her some kind of underwear she's wearing or something. And then says some shitty thing like that. And then, doesn't onlook Serena's one's room and wants to get near to her when he's under a spell. These are things that when the spell is taken off, Malvin can't believe he said and did. It's that one. You know? And the only grounds I can think to why Deke never did anything with this one had to do with not Melvin misbehaving. Not what it may have, but I think it's what he did to Patricia Haruno with the underwear. Forgive my for saying that. That may have been where Deke said, no, we're not doing anything with this one. So yeah, that is this Friday's Sailor Mundo. And a lot of folks like to bring up, you know, are going to say other thing like, well, you know, is someone going to give their thoughts on it? Yeah, we're going to give our thoughts on it. You know, if not that day, then the next day we'll give our thoughts on that following a Sailor Moon. You know. So yeah, as you all know, Sailor Moon is back on Cartoon Folkwork or Drawing Show Folkwork on an adult film or grown up film, which is also on Tooname, or what would it be? Dawnish Drawing Shows? Whatever, it's on 2 arms of the Drawing Show Folkwork. And if anyone has watched it when it first broadcasted, great for you. If you filmed it and you are watching it now and you saw all the things that we talked about at the end, thanks of the show, great for you. Anyway, if you like this film, then follow me over here at Jordan Law. Follow me over here at Sailor Moon for Life. Don't forget to share, thumb up, and playlist this film and below it. And watch the other film he made yesterday over here. And if you're new here, also hit that ringer and bind to know when the next upload, live stream, or short's been done. Artemis. I'll see you later. Goodbye. Farewell. So long.